Hi folks, we have here a Magic Mobility V6 Frontier. This is a very expensive power chair because these chairs are custom built. This is an all-terrain power chair. This chair will go everywhere but the beach. You cannot go on the beach sand. You need 4 of these big tires with 4 motors to be able to go on the beach. But it'll go through any yard, pretty much anything you can give it, because the front, this raises up. Look at that, folks. It's got all kinds of suspension and torque. It's got heavy motors. This chair has 105 miles, so it was used for about 4 or 5 months. So 4 or 5 months of uses on this chair. I think it's a couple years old. You can see the frame is army green. This chair has the seat lift, the electric recline, and the electric tilt. 3 electrical function. It has other features which I'll show you, but this is really, you can also use it inside, but it might be a little noisy. It's a little powerful because it has very heavy duty motors. It has large 14-inch low pressure tires that are knobby, which are good for the yard. And you'll see the video outside. It's just a tremendous power chair. So you can make the seat tilt, recline, and go up through the joystick or use the switch box. I like to use the switch box. It's quicker for me. So we're going to do the seat lift first. So if you push the black button down, you'll start seeing the seat lift go up. Now when the seat is down, you'll be about 23 inches. It's a little higher than most of them because of the size of the tire, the frame. So you'll be about 23 inches by the time that you start. Then you're going to add your, I'm not sure if it's 10 or 12 inches, somewhere around 10, 12 inches, and you'll be eye level with someone by the time you're all the way up, okay? And we're almost all the way up. And this chair will drive with the seat elevated. A lot of chairs do not drive with the seat elevated. This one will drive with the seat elevated with no problem at all. So you can see how it drives. There was a little rubber, there's a rubber strap. I don't know why they have a rubber strap. They might have had a cover over it, so I'm going to put that in here. I didn't want you to think I was trying to hide a wire. This is not a wire, it's a rubber strap. I'm going to put it in here so it's not in the way. So this is the seat elevation. So the chair does drive with the seat elevated. You can see that it's built like a tank. You can see the suspension back here that's adjustable. You can see the size of the frame. There's more suspension under here. You have an anchor point here. You have another anchor point here. So if you needed to lift the chair or secure the chair, you can use those anchor points. There's 4 of these all around the chair. This chair has 2 huge motors inside the chair. As a matter of fact, let me just see if I can turn the chair, I can show you. You can see the motors right here. There's one here, and there's one for each wheel. These motors are connected directly to the wheel. There's no chain, no belts, no mess, no noise. These motors go directly to the hub, which makes it a lot quieter and a lot more efficient. If you wanted to push this chair, you can see it's in gear. What you would do is you would turn the power off. With the power off, because these are electric motors, you want no resistance. If you look in front of the motor, there's a handle. If I push it down on both sides, my chair is in neutral. Okay? When you're done rolling it, up and up, these are the 2 heavy duty motors, okay folks? So you can see that. I'm going to turn the power off, turn the power back on. Wait a few seconds, there we go. And you can see this chair will turn literally on its own length. So you can see that. So if you have it in the house, that's what you're looking at. So it's not as noisy as I thought it would be in the house. Sometimes when they have these big air tires in the middle, it's a little bit noisier, but this one is super quiet, okay? As I mentioned earlier, the reason this chair can go everywhere is because this can raise up like this, and because of the heavy motor, this chair just goes through the yard like it's gravy. So we're going to bring the seat lift back down. While the seat lift is going down, let's talk about the chair. This chair has the flip up arms, so if you transfer from the side, these arms are not connected here. You can flip them up like a regular chair. That's an upgrade on this chair, okay? Over here on the side right here, we have a cigarette lighter, and the bottom one right here is a USB port. There's 2 USB ports in the bottom right there. So we got the seat all the way back down. The next thing we're going to show is called the electric tilt. So the tilt is when the bottom right here goes back. Of course, if the bottom goes back, the legs in the back are going to go back because they're connected together. This is really good If you're going down a hill and you want to stay level in your chair and you're going down a steep hill with this chair, you can tilt the seat back and you'll feel like you're going down the hill level, okay? I'm going to keep going the tilt here all the way back. This has medical benefits to relieve pressure off your bottom, pressure off your back. This is as far as the tilt will go, folks, okay? As a matter of fact, you can see it still dries with the seat tilted. Most chairs will not do that, but they do that with this one in case you're going down a real steep hill. Of course, I don't think you'd be tilted this much. It would have to be really steep. So that's your electric tilt. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring the tilt back down. While the tilt's going back down, let me show you this. There's a swing away joystick here. What that means, you can take the joystick from here and bring it here. You get a lot closer to your dining table without hitting the joystick. That's called a swing away joystick. And it has a little latch that I can't see right there. There's a little latch right there. So what's nice about this joystick is it won't open up on you unless you push the latch right here, which unlocks the bottom, and then look how easy the joystick. But if you're driving it, it's not going to open up by itself, which is a complaint of a lot of people. So we've done the seat lift, we've done the tilt. Now we're going to do the electric recline. So I can find which one it is on here. I found it. So the recline is just the back going back by itself. You see the back going back? That's called electric recline. You can see the motors right here for the recline right here. You can see they're working it. There's one on each side, so there's actually 2 motors for this recline. There goes the recline. I just want to see how far it's going to go. There we go. So this would be your total recline. Well, not total, but this is what I meant to say. It's as far as it'll go. It will not go any further. So now all the buttons are red on here. What that means is you can't drive the chair the way it is now because it's too reclined. So you have to have the buttons back to green. So I assume once I put this back up, there you go, everything went back to green, so there you go, you can drive again. I don't know why you'd want to drive with a seat like that, but anyway, this chair lets you do that. So I'm going to bring the recline back up. As you can see, you have bags on each side. So if you need to carry some stuff on here, you have 2 bags, one on each side. You have a safety belt right here, a really heavy duty safety belt. Because some of you, with this type of chair, you're going to do stuff that are crazy. Hopefully not too crazy. All right, so let's turn the chair around. Whoa. Folks, this is a fast, well, it's got a lot of torque. So this is like driving an Humvee in the woods, folks. Well, maybe not. So close to it anyway. So let's bring the speed down. Too fast. Okay, we're back to speed 1, speed 2. Okay, so the seat on here is 21 by 21. This is an air seat, folks. Now this chair, we're not changing anything about this seat. So if this is the chair you want, if the seat's too big, too small, I'm not changing it, okay? It's too expensive to change. These are custom built. I'm not ordering. The seat alone would be $2,000 just to order a new seat, and all the electronics would have to be removed. I'm not doing it. So this is 21 by 21. Between the arms, in case you need to know, between the arms you have 19 inches between the arm. 19 inches between the arm. The seat is 21 by 21. This is an air seat, the most expensive seat you can get. There's a little valve. If you unscrew it, you can hear the air. You can put air with a little plastic pump, which will send with the chair when you get this chair. I mentioned earlier, safety belt. This one even has a chest guard. So what that means is, it's stuck over here. There we go. So you can have you can have a chest guard because you can bring it as tight as you want against your body. It just has to be. It has to be readjusted, okay? But right now it's not, oh, back here. So it has to be readjusted in the back. So you can, this is also custom on here. You also have with this chair, headlights. You also have flashers, left, right flasher headlights, and you also have tail lights, and you also have in the back flashers and hazards. You can see them right there. You can see the motors right here for the seat lift. You can see the belt I was telling you about. This can be adjusted right here. I guess you'll know when your lights are on or when your flashers. Let me turn the flashers off. So the flashers are off, but the lights are still on. So you have regular lights on it also. So we're going to turn the lights off. So let's see, we got a super large adjustable headrest back here. Okay, super large tires, and I talked about the motors. Let's talk about this. The foot plate on this one does flip up, so if you exit this way, there's nothing in your way. When you charge the batteries, you'll take the charger that comes with the chair. We'll use this one for an example, but you plug it right here, and as soon as the light goes from orange to green, your batteries are full. As soon as the batteries are full, the charger will stop charging. So another thing about this chair, a couple things I forgot to mention. Okay, so because I plugged in the charger, I have to reset, I have to turn it back on again. I guess it's a way to protect you from driving away if you had the charger plugged in. So another thing about this chair will go 6.25 miles an hour. This chair has a 400-pound weight capability. I think the weight capability with the seat lift is down to 350. So if you're going to use the seat lift, then it's rated for 350. If you're going to not use the seat lift, you can put 400 pounds in this chair with no problem. You'll see this chair is a beast. So if you're looking for a power chair, extreme power chair, I'm not saying extreme, but you'll see that has the super large tires, the heavy duty motors, the light kit, the electric seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the swing away joystick I mentioned earlier, the flip up arm, the bag, the safety belt, the chest guard, the large back with the Roho cushion, most expensive cushion. The seat is 21 by 21. The back is a little bit smaller than the bottom cushion. The big headrest. Solid tires in the back. I think they are. Yeah, solid tires in the back, solid tires in the front. These are air tires, so you have better traction outside. So if you're looking for a V6 Frontier for your yard, you'll see the video. You'll be impressed. You see that front wheel come up? That's that suspension I was telling you about. It's not because the chair's bad, it's just that it has such a great suspension. If you want to go in the yard where your yard is not even at all, this is what you have to have. This is an extreme chair. Top speed is about 6.25 miles an hour. This one has the big knobby air tires in the middle and 6.25 miles an hour. And when you stop, it has built-in brakes, so it stops automatically. So what we're going to do now, remember this chair has a seat lift, tilt, recline, leg rest, fully loaded at 105 miles. It was used for like 4 or 5 months at the most. It looks literally brand new still. We're going to go in the grass here and see what it does. Folks, that's not a good example. That grass is nice, it's deep, but it's nothing for this chair. So if you follow me, I'm going to go on the other side of my van right here. We have a ditch. It's about 3 or 4 feet deep. It's really, there's stumps in there and it's wet. We're going to take it over there and see what it does. You see how big that stump is on that tree? Look at this. Effortless. It goes up this big bump here, effortless. We're going to go up here, effortless also. Watch this. Tree stumps here about 2-3 inches, a big 3-inch drop there, concrete. We'll go right over it. Little bumpy. Effortless. Don't even need that ramp. Look at that. And over here, it's real deep and real mushy right here. This is where the water sits. All right, I think you get the point. All right. Woo. So as you can see, this is an extreme power chair. It'll probably do 5 to 10 times more than what your other power chairs can do in the yard. Because it has heavier motors. They're torque. They're more. So yeah, you got to be careful. You do get a lot of. Well, hopefully you won't be doing this like I just did in your yard and in your ditch. Hopefully it'll be just your backyard and all that. That'll be easy then, or a dirt road, or out in the trail paths, if anywhere you want to go. But you have 5 speeds. So if I put it on the first speed, right now, I turn the power off again. All right, so I'm going to go with speed number 1. So this is speed 1. A little different than speed 5, isn't it? So that's speed 1 right there. So you have 5 speeds. So remember, it has the seat lift, and you can tilt the seat. I have the seat tilted already a little bit for going in here, but like if I wanted to go up there like this and feel like I'm going level, I would tilt the seat back like this. First of all, I would do this. Look at that, folks. Going down the hill, and I'm still level in my seat. All right, so enough of that crazy stuff. Let's bring the seat down. The last thing I'm going to show is the seat lift. So this is the seat lift going up right now. Now this one has a slow seat lift. What that means is, let me tilt my seat back a little bit. It has a slow seat lift. So it doesn't go all the way up 10, 12 inches at full speed. It goes up slowly, but you'll still be able to drive the chair with the seat elevated. I can see the seat going, I can see the floor there. I think we're almost all the way up. There we go. So I just want to show you what it looks like with the seat elevated. So with the seat elevated, you wouldn't be doing what I just did in the yard. You only would use the seat elevation if you're in the restaurant, you want to walk with someone. Now this is the top speed with the seat elevated. It's about 1.5 miles an hour, 1.3, 1.5 miles an hour with the seat elevated. This would be your speed right here. That's just for your safety, so you don't damage yourself and don't damage the chair. So if you're looking for a really nice chair, an extreme power chair, fully loaded, with the seat being 21 by 21, you have 19 inches between the arms, suspension, solid tires in the front and the back. It's got the big extreme tires for the yard. It's fully equipped, 105 miles. It was used like 4 or 5 months. This is also a nice one, folks.